Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Real Talk with Michelle. We are here for another episode of Small Talk Tuesday. Hello, everyone. I'm feeling really good today. Energy's really good. I did a pull, and I did this pull last week. I pulled all the cards, asked very specifically for the energy that I would be feeling, and that spread was pretty dope. But the card that I pulled was the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune was reversed. The Wheel of Fortune is always about opportunity and chance. And so when it's upright, it means kind of everything's going in your favor. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to. All the energy is there. Everything's working together. But when you pull the card reverse, it's kind of like a situation that comes at you that's unexpected, and it's not necessarily caused by you. So this is not something that you could have helped. It's a little bit of, it's kind of wrapped up in karmic energy, but maybe not something you can think of that might have happened like recently. This might have been something from way, way back that's kind of coming back around to kind of teach you another lesson about something that you might have already kind of been into, but it's really just fate. Like this situation or thing is just coming around to teach you something. So it's like this week you really do have to accept what the Wheel of Fortune is bringing you and to learn from it. So what situations or what things can you think of that maybe possibly you have something to learn from? If something happened in your day or your week that comes up that seems really hard and you're like, why is this happening to me? It's happening to you so you can learn a lesson. So over the course of listening to Real Talk with Michelle, I'm sure you can see like the things that come up for me or the situations that I've happened to endure, I always try to take a lesson from. So with it being old relationships where I was like, man, this was happening. I was dealing with a narcissist. I was dealing with this. And then I met this person. Like I realized that all of those things, every single one of those things were a lesson from the universe to tell me, hey, Michelle, we're going to pop this lesson back up for you. We're going to see how you're tested on it. I know that in my relationships, from friendships down to work relationships, down to just the core of the smallest relationships, that I'm always being taught a lesson in people and how I react. Because in the past, I realized that a lot of people controlled the way I felt about me, how I felt about myself, how I was going to go forward in life. And I couldn't attach my own personal feelings about me to other people. So I had to let go of those people and I lost those people. And that was a lesson. That was a lesson to me that I needed to learn how to react in situations based upon where I'm trying to go later in the future. How would future Michelle react to certain situations? So let's turn the Wheel of Fortune back around in our favor. Let's turn our situations into things that we can use that better ourselves. So anytime I said we get a reverse card, I always want to turn the card back around and say, what can we do? What can we do differently? How can I turn this back into chance and opportunity again, where still you need to learn lessons from, but they're really good lessons. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to Real Talk with Michelle for Small Talk Tuesday, and I'll see you next week. Hey, guys, a few quick things before we go. You can now listen to Real Talk with Michelle on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Casts, and Radio Public. Make sure you rate, subscribe, and review. You can also listen to Real Talk with Michelle on YouTube, and that's the page, Real Talk with Michelle. Make sure you subscribe there as well and hit the notification button so you can know every time I post an episode. You don't want to miss it. You can like the Facebook page, Real Talk with Michelle, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Dreamshell, and that's DreamChelle, to kind of get a little more in depth with me and follow me around and kind of see what I do on a daily. make sure you email me those gratitudes at realtalkwithmichelle@gmail.com or any other questions that you have. And you can also leave me a voice note in Anchor. I love those. Thank you so much for leaving those. And if you want to support Real Talk with Michelle, you can visit anchor.fm. That's ANCHOR.FM /Real Talk with Michelle /support and help sustain future episodes. Thanks for tuning in to Real Talk with Michelle.